La siguiente entrevista está publicada en su idioma original y doblada al español. Selecciona el idioma de tu preferencia. Adicionalmente, cuenta también con subtítulos al español.
Tom Cruise. Tom, Mission Impossible in your life and in your career.
It's my life. It's challenged, enriched my life in ways that I dreamed of.
How do you always go beyond?
But I just think about what's the next step. I became a master diver. I fly airplanes.
In the most important decisions.
Deciding that I wanted to make movies. I wanted a life of adventure.
You have shown a lot of appreciation for Mexico.
It's an amazing culture. The music, food, people.
If you are aware about the impact that you have.
It's an honor to have that impact. Look, I'm a very ambitious filmmaker with all my stories.
Yes.
And if I make a movie, I just wanted to make the very, very best film that I can make. You know, I've just always been, I guess, a leader. To lead is to serve. Everyone knows my door is always open. I want to help. I like seeing people do well.
Pues una vez más estamos en la entrevista y hoy algo muy especial con Tom Cruise. Tom, hi, how are you doing?
Very well, muchas gracias. I'm very, very happy to be here today with you and very happy to be in this beautiful country.
No, I'm very happy to have you here.
I'm so excited to share a mission and just to be here.
Wow, yes, and congratulations. It's really incredible. I saw La Sentencia Final. It's awesome. How you do it? How you always go beyond?
You know what? I just constantly think about what's the next step. If you see, you know, just in terms of story structure and filmmaking, we're always taking one skill and I'm always trying to improve it and see how we can apply it to cinema and constantly reaching. You know, there's, for me, you know, I've been doing this over, you know, on my 5th decade.
Yes.
But I always know that there's another goal, another mountain to climb. And it's my dream to entertain audiences and to be here. And it is my dream. And I'm very grateful that people are allowing me to do that. And I just dedicate myself to this. It's something that I love.
We know it, almost 30 years doing just this franchise.
I know just since it's been released. We released the first one in 96, but I was working on it, I guess since 93 is when I decided to go to Paramount and I said, look, I looked at their library, I said, I'm going to produce my Mission Impossible for you. And so I started that franchise. It was the very first film that I officially produced because I worked on other films and take a lot of responsibility and kind of produce, you know, because I'm responsible for it. I mean, films are getting made because of me. So, this was my first official foray into producing.
Wow.
So I produced, I don't know, over 30 films or something since then. I don't know.
All the Hispanic people say thank you.
Gracias, thank you.
What has Mission Impossible franchise mean to you? I'm talking about in your life and in your career.
You know, it's my life, and it's something where it's been such a great learning experience as a human being. It has fulfilled many goals, and I had many goals. Like my whole life when I was growing up as a kid, I remember 4 years old and I was like, I want to make movies. I want to travel the world. I want to know what people are like in those worlds and work with them, not just be a tourist, but to work with people. The goals that I've set for myself as an artist and to understand this art form that I love, cinema. And really, making movies, you have to learn and you got to want to learn about people and every aspect of life, every aspect of art, engineering, architecture, history, cultures. And I wanted to take movies and work in those cultures, with those cultures. So that has been my lifelong purpose, to travel and understand people. I remember as a kid looking at movies and thinking, and you'd see these places, I'd be like, I want to know those people. I want to know their culture and their history and who they are, and how you know people is by working with them. And cinema has afforded me this ability to be able to travel the world, create movies in different countries and cultures, to celebrate those cultures, to work with them. And you know, that's why I love movies and cinemas. We're all together and we're all experiencing, you know, something on the big screen. And that's what, you know, in a very small sentence is what's Mission's meant to me. It's challenged and enriched my life in ways that I dreamed of. I wanted to go and meet other filmmakers and work with them and celebrate their cultures. And so you look at my movies overall, and I was the guy that was pushing to go make movies. That's why I started this franchise. For me, I wanted it to be a, American and global event. It's these partnerships that always interested me. Going to these different countries and also being able to do it on a very large scale. I love architecture, history, geography. You see the things that I've done in terms of and using motion. People go, what films inspire you? I've studied all of the history of cinema and where it originated and the history in different cultures and understanding this visual medium and how to utilize motion, how to build story structure to engage an audience. What I hope for is that audiences aren't just watching my movies, but they're participating. They're engaging emotionally in the characters, not just my characters, but the entire world. I have to say that is what this franchise meant to me, and it's something that has afforded me to make it on a very, very large scale.
Wow.
And you'll see, I'll start an aerial understanding of aerial or underwater sequence. The first underwater sequence I did was in Legend in 1983.
Okay.
So the things that I do is I started doing that, and I became a master diver. But I'm also studying underwater photography. I grew up watching Jacques Cousteau.
Jacques Cousteau, I love him.
Yeah, I love him. And just that applied to Legend with the underwater sequence. And then how do I expand upon that? And I admire what James Cameron has done with that. And so you see also that I'm playing in different films where I'm Rogue Nation or Ghost Protocol or Edge of Tomorrow. There's sequences, but I'm looking at technology and camera and storytelling and then applying it to the next. When we're looking at the submarine sequence, it's how do I apply this? How do I prepare myself, my crew? And McHugh is very much the same. I'm a student. I'm always a student and also a leader. And
yes, of course.
These things.
So that's why you always go beyond, because you are a student and you are working. You have a great team and you are a great leader.
I have a great
so
team,
that's
and
why.
it's also you have to educate that team, and we're constantly looking at how do I, you have different teams, and we're building that team,
Yes.
and I'm building those teams, and it's not like people are just there. I'm having to do the study, and I'm having to educate them, and as I'm learning, I fly jets. I fly aerobatic jets. I fly airplanes, aerobatic. I fly parachutes, and I race. Motorcycles and cars, but I also do cross-country motorcycles and jumps and base jumps. And so these things that I learn these things and then I apply it to cinema. Everything that I'm doing, like I'll walk through a space here and I see stories.
Yes, just always you are looking for and you always catch it.
And I'm fascinated by, I love people.
Talking about loving people and talking about different cultures, you have shown a lot of love and appreciation for Mexico.
I love
each movie that you launch. You really love Mexico and come here.
Yeah.
Why Mexico is so important to you?
Listen, it's an amazing culture. The history of this culture, the beauty of this culture, the music, the food, the people. There's a warmth and things that it's just nurtured in terms of family, in terms of, they love art. You look at the filmmakers that have come out of here. I mean, I just had the real privilege to be able to work with Alejandro Iñárritu. He and I just finished his film.
We know it.
Yeah,
and we're waiting for it.
I know, and just, Alfonso Cuarón and Guillermo del Toro. These are very, very, Guillermo del Toro is like, these are very, very good friends of mine, and I admire their work, and you see that what comes out of here, the beauty of that. And it's something that, I want to come here and make movies, and I can't, how cinema brings us together from all walks of life and share, what we love, the humanity, we all, it's fascinating to me as a kid. I wonder, do we laugh at the same things? Do we feel the same things? I mean, obvious, we're all human beings.
Yes.
But as a child, that's been a lifelong pursuit for me to understand that and to reflect that in movies and to do it in a way that is very I make movies for audiences. I am a commercial filmmaker, no matter the films I'm making, whether it's Eyes Wide Shut or, Les Grossman or Vanilla Sky or War of the Worlds, Minority Report.
Yes.
I'm always looking and saying, okay, or Maverick, okay, Top Gun Maverick, even Maverick. I'm looking at this format or understand the genre that I'm working in, the structure of it, and then how to expand upon it to communicate to a broader audience and to that audience. So those things to understand cinema in that way and storytelling, that is my pursuit. And also, I've just always been, I guess, a leader, and to understand that to lead is to serve.
Of course.
That's it. And as a leader, it is important that I understand every aspect of this art form, so that, I don't know, it's like some people get a title like they're an executive, and they think their job is to tell people what to do, as opposed to understand every position, go and look for themselves and how to improve every area and align it towards whatever the goal that you're trying to create. So those are the things that I work on.
Wow. And all the people in the industry knows that you helped bring back audience to the theaters worldwide. So this, I want to know if you are aware about the impact that you have in the industry, and how do you make it happen? Because you are really, really important for the industry in the last 20, 30, 40 years.
Thank you. I've always felt that I want to go out, and if I make a movie, and I want to have and make the very, very best film that I can make. I'm not making it just for opening weekend. I hope that the film will be something that people will enjoy, and forever. And that is my goal. And I just love this art form. So obviously when COVID hit, and the things that I did in terms of ensuring that we all got back to work, and that the artists can work and my crews could work. It's like my crews, people, I'm responsible for them. And the other artists, my friends, everyone knows my door is always open. I'm someone who I will share what I know, if it's helpful to people, I'm here. It's an honor to have that impact. I know that to be able to create something, it takes a tremendous amount of persistence, interest, and dedication. So I'm just constantly I'll go to different cities or countries, and I'll make sure that I have the local production company, and I say, come watch me how we make movies. Please go to any department, ask any questions, so that you can see what is possible. I'll show you, look, I'm a very ambitious filmmaker with all my stories.
Yes.
So I'm trying to,
everybody knows.
I'm very ambitious, just because I want to entertain that audience. So anyway, I want to help. To me, that's more important than anything. I like seeing people do well.
Wow, we really
my joy is seeing other people win and do well. So if I can do that in any way, it's my pleasure.
We really appreciate it, and I'm sure that talking about from all Mexico and all Latin America and all worldwide, because everybody loves these movies. This Mission Impossible have a special phrase, a very powerful line that I want to tell you. Our lives are the sum of our choices.
Yes.
What have been the most important decisions in your life?
Many decisions. I remember just as a little kid deciding that I wanted to make movies, and that I wanted a life of adventure. I wanted a life to travel the world and understand and live in and work in different cultures around the world. And I wanted to make movies. I wanted to fly jets, all those decisions that I'm going. It's amazing to me, kind of sitting back and remembering the exact moment that I dreamed, and I thought I really want to do this.
It's incredible.
So there's been many decisions, and saying, looking at those decisions, kind of going, okay, there's been many of them.
Wow. I really want to thank you about your time, and congratulations about, of course,
I want to thank you.
Years.
Is this our time? We're like, what, like that?
Yeah,
it always goes like this with you.
Yes.
My goodness.
This is a Mission Impossible too.
I know, my gosh, wow. Okay, good. Thank you.
But
Thank you very much.
No, thanks to you. I always give something special for my guests, and I want to give you a very special recognition.
Please.
We really love the saga. We really love the special.
Man, I'm so honored.
All
I'm
the saga,
by this.
but this La Sentencia Final. Please go to the cinemas, go to the theaters to watch this. And I just want to give you this. okay? That is all the movies. It's 30 years of work, almost before. It's a special highlights that we believe, and we want to say thank you to you, producer, creator, writer, and lead actor, of course, since 1996, 3 years before, like you told me. He created 4 scenes, 29 years as Ethan Hunt. Has consolidated him as the longest action role in the cinema history, over $4 billion in global box office revenue, one of the most successful film franchises ever. And when I say ever, is ever. And all this, I just want to tell you this. He has traveled 320,000 kilometers, 8 times the circumference of the planet Earth, making promotion. And you are right now doing this 8 times. So thank you so much. And we want to give you this for all the Mexican audience and all the Spanish audience that watch this episode.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything, and congratulations. This is an awesome movie, or an awesome saga, and an awesome career.
That's incredible. Thank you. Thank you so much, my friend.
No, thanks to you.
Wow, this is so beautiful.
Gracias.
This goes in my office.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Y chicos, no se pierdan, a toda la gente vean la película, se van a quedar impresionados, van a querer ver todas las películas anteriores, las van a querer ver, y no dejen de ver Misión Imposible, la sentencia final, que es una locura. Las escenas de peligro, los stunts, el windwalk, el submarine.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
You're gonna blow your mind. Thank you so much, Tom. Bye.
You.
Muchas gracias.